going on. Still more than I gotta get out. Put this on short with my phone. Subscribe to the channel, y'all. Alright, y'all, so the plastic piece that was on the end of that right there, broken side, and this is the piece right here. This is the piece, part of it. I'm not sure if there's more in there, but I'm using my phone to look in down there. Hopefully this is all that I need to get out of there. If not, I'm gonna have to take the pick and try to just pull around the corners. So I'm just set this with the... Alright, so I'm gonna use my camera phone to see what's down there, see if there's any more left. What's poppin'? What up, Jeffrey? Where are you watching from? Subscribe to the channel. Dude. Once I get over 1,000 subscribers, I'm not gonna ask anybody again. Probably like once in a while, but not as much as I'm asking now. Ontario, Canada. Okay, that's what's up. How's the weather over there? It's starting to get chilly in the mornings here. Looks like I got it out. I just need to clean the edges, or maybe I got like a tiny more to go to get it fully out. Looks like this is what I'm looking at right here. See that over there? That's what I'm cleaning out. So I think I'm gonna post that on my shorts, just in case it will break for somebody else, because it's been in the car for a minute and I don't think it's ever been replaced, or it's been replaced and it's been like a long time. So let me put that on. So I'm gonna post this on my shorts, the view that I did. So if anybody's trying to figure out a new way to look at places that are hard to reach, I mean, hard to look, they can use this method. Some people are fancy and they have a camera. They have like a stick with a camera. But I don't have that. I don't even know where to get it from, but I could get it. Anyways, let's see here. Let me title this short. All right, so I've titled it. Now let me continue to see if I can clear what I saw down there. I'm gonna look at this video again. Let me see. Well, let's look at it together. You see that? Let's look at what we got. No, you can't see it. It's right there. On the bottom right or your left, I don't know. So let's see. I'm gonna probably put a rag in there. You know what? I could probably do that. Or a paper towel, actually. I'll put a paper towel down there and just twist it. The old twist. So let me go get a paper towel, because I got a battery block so I could charge my phone. paper towel. I'm gonna get down there. How am I gonna twist it on here though? Let's see. Twisted it on the hook part, the hook one. So let's see if I can get down there. Let's try to be smart. Let us be smart. All right, cool. So I'm not sure if it should fit. There's only little plastic pieces in there, but that's. So I was able to get some dirt. And it just kept on getting wet. So I'm gonna raise the car up so the antifreeze can come out. All right, so I've changed the way that I've put it now. I'm gonna put it in this way. So this is a little wet. And then I'll put the camera down there. Now I don't want it to get stuck because that'd be bad. So let's go back in there. I think I'm just gonna, all right, let me put the camera down. Let me see what's going on. I at least cleaned it a little bit. All right, let's see what I got. If I cleaned it more, or did I miss the spot, or what? Let's see. Oh man, I didn't move the camera to the right enough, so I'm just looking at where the bolts go in. Okay, the camera's there. I think I still see a little bit more of it. I did clean it a little bit, so I'm gonna take the hook back in there and just tug a little bit more on the bottom side. I'll use this hook. Milwaukee. They need to sponsor me. Somebody with car tools need to sponsor me. Let people know. I would toss all my old tools away or give them away to Goodwill or something if somebody sponsors me with a new tool set. Or you can just donate in this live. I don't know, but subscribe to the channel. I need a shorter one. I do. If only if there were shorter ones, then be a little bit much better. Subscribe to the channel. So I'm changing the water heater hose. This is a 2016 AMG Mercedes. So I've got most of the parts I need to get out, but one of the plastic pieces broke inside the holes of where it went into. So I'm trying to scoop it out. I'm trying to see many ways to do it. I wish I had a shorter. Let me see. All right, so I do have this, and it is shorter, but just doesn't have the hook. But I'll be able to probably scrape in there. Let me see what I can do with this shorter one. Try to use my finger. Maybe that's all short of me. I feel the piece to the left. Where it is. So this is what broke inside, but I feel something to the left. Seems pretty accurate. I'm gonna probably try to use that tool, the hook tool, and go to the left. nothing grabbing, but when I go in there with my finger, I feel something to the left. What's going on, Junior Gomez? So I'm fixing the water heater hose. I already have the parts, the new parts. So I have the old parts sitting not on the plastic bag, but beside it. And one of the parts broke, of course, because it's plastic. So, and then another part I had to break because I didn't want to have to take off the firewall. But this is the part for the heater hose. But look at this. Like, dang, that thing came apart, didn't it? Like, and then this part right here. So I'm trying to retrieve the parts that are broken in the engine block. But this is also part of it, but this was behind the firewall. This is probably the first one that broke right here. But luckily I bought all three of the parts, new parts. So now I just need to use this hook to get the rest of the plastic out. So that's what I'm fixing. Yeah. So, because I don't want to put the new part in and then there's still more plastic in there. It's not gonna be able to fit in right, you know, so. I'm using the method of my phone, dropping it down in there and looking at what's in there with my phone camera. So I'm getting back here. That's where I am right now. All right, I'm gonna use my camera again to see what's down there. My camera, put it on 4K. All right, let's drop it. I'm getting a little closer with the camera. All right. I've gotten close with the camera. Now let's watch the video. Let me see first, because there's too much sun. You guys probably can't see. I keep on blocking. The first time I did it good. Now I just keep on blocking myself. You can't see. I'm facing somewhere. It's looking pretty clear in there, and I'm actually it's actually looking pretty good down there. But the first part of the video, I'm blocking what I need to see. Let me do this again with the 4K. Do this again. Let me see this video. Well, that was very short. I don't know why that video was the shortest. That was not the goal. It's actually really, really clean in there. I just probably, oh, you guys are looking down at the ground. Sure. It's actually pretty clean in there. So what I was feeling on the left, it just looks like something from the engine block itself is what I was feeling on the left from what I'm looking at. But I've gotten, it looks like all the plastic out. Let me see if I can show you guys. Get out of the sun. I don't even know if you can see. Oh, that little hole down there. Yeah, see, there's no plastic in there. Just at the top a little bit. So I'm trying to see if I could probably, I'll take a screenshot of it actually and put it in front of the video. So let me see here. Whenever I get close to it, I'll take a screenshot. Because I cleaned it pretty good. Okay, let me show you the picture. Subscribe to the channel, y'all. All right, so that's the interior. That's the inside of it. So you can see there's no plastic in there on the outer layer of that circle of the black hole. There was plastic there, so now I need to take my other, what do you call it? My other paper towel, put it to the hook, and then just wipe around it. Now, before I do anything with closing this car up on that side, I'm gonna raise the car up so that any excess antifreeze, because when I did it the last time, I put the antifreeze, but there was still green in there, meaning from the old antifreeze. So before I start, and then I have a box underneath the car because one of the components that I have in the car is for the motor oil, and that part I took off. So if I do lift the car in any kind of way, that's definitely gonna drip. So I already have a rag right there. But I'm gonna raise it up so if I can get any other antifreeze from that section out of the car, because it's coming from the back of the car, that would be great. So let me talk about this on short. Change it to 3 minutes. Okay, now let me make that short. All right, y'all. So what y'all were looking at right there was the hole where the component for the heater hose, the third part that I'm going to put in the car. That's what that is. Now, there was plastic in there. If you look at the other short before this one, you would see that the plastic was in there, so I had to use a hook to get the plastic out. And this was the hook. And then I hooked it up to a paper towel just to clean it a little bit. But I'm going to use this paper towel now with the hook to clean it out again. Now, before I do all that, well, after I do all that and I clean it out, before I start bolting it back together, I'm going to raise the car up so that the rest of the antifreeze can come out through that side. Because when I finished with the antifreeze drain the last time and I put new antifreeze in there, I still saw green. I put pink, but there was green antifreeze from the other antifreeze that was in there before. So for Mercedes, for German cars, for these years and above, they use pink antifreeze. So hopefully I can get all the antifreeze out by raising the car on the right side and on the left side. Now, there is a component for the motor oil that I took off, and I'm sure when I raise the car, that part is going to drip as well. I do have a cardboard box underneath the car, so if anything drips, like motor oil, it'll at least catch it a little bit. And I do have a rag close to that component part that I took off. So yeah, changing the heater hose for the coolant, the coolant heater hose. This is a 2016 Mercedes E63. I know it looks like a lot because it is a lot, and I did do a lot to get to that part. So now I'm gonna go ahead and clean that part out with the hook and the paper towel, and then I'll start the other processes. So subscribe to the channel. I already got the new parts right there that I'm gonna put on next to the old parts. So yeah, it's your boy Rezurêkt. Stay tuned. All right, let's go ahead and clean that now. I'm gonna go get the charger for the phone. got my hooker. I got this piece. I'm not gonna put any water on it. I'm also gonna make it a little bit longer and thicker. I want to make it thicker at the top. Right. I still want to make it longer so I can just pull it out. All right, so I'm gonna go in there. Honestly, at this point, I could just use my finger. There's a little dirt right there. A little Joe dirt. Let me just use my finger and I'm gonna twist it. And I'm gonna get my jack. And I'm just gonna let it, please come out. All right, so I'm gonna use my camera again. Use the camera once again. There's still that tiny piece up there to the right. Should I not worry about that? Should I worry about that? Let me use my finger. Let me see. I could probably, well, let me use a different kind of hook. I'm gonna use this hook this time. Subscribe to the channel if you're new here. Yeah, this is. I'm doing okay. Yeah, I just wanted to go to the doctor just to get checked out, just to see everything. So I did the process. I don't know. Well, yeah. I was wanting to check out. Until this past few days, but like, I don't know. I just want to do something. It was just a safety thing that they didn't need to take care of at work. So I had everything that was supposed to be moved, and I moved it the right way because they stacked it up so high, and I did everything I could to, you know, make sure that everything was good. Um, they, so when I took them down, they were a little bit heavier than what I was used to. And then they, it's like they fell while I was bringing them down because I couldn't handle the weight. So they actually fell on my shoulder. Sitting in the car, sometimes laying down. But yeah, when I'm at work, I'm like a robot. Just nothing's crazy. African, AFRICA. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Bye-bye. What's good, everybody? I see a few people are in here. Subscribe to the channel. All right, so I've used the little hook to try to get the debris from there. So now I just got to use the camera again. If I still see that little debris in there, I'm gonna try to use my finger. I will. I've gotten most of it out, but just that one little tiny thing, you know, got a little OCD. And first of all, you know, you also want to make sure that nothing's in there when you insert the new. All right, so let me use my camera to look down there right now. Okay, well, this is another way. I face the camera around with the screen so I can look in there in real time. All right. So I could look in there real time. I don't see much debris in there anymore. I don't. Maybe just like a little, but like not so much that it's gonna stop the mechanism from going in. So, all right, let me post that on YouTube, and then I'm gonna raise the car up so that the antifreeze, and hopefully, I guess since the motor oil part is open, it's probably that's probably gonna drip as well. So go ahead and it's okay. I got cardboard underneath the car, and I got a rag in there. I don't know what that rag is gonna do much, but I'm gonna use it to cover the part of the antifreeze. I have a few rags, so I'm gonna make sure it goes straight down instead. Okay, well, this is another way. I face the camera around the screen so I can look in there in real time. Subscribe to the channel, y'all. You can see the other stuff that I do. I do music. I do live concerts on here. What is it? I go out sometimes, but I do a lot. I also have vlogs on my page, so check that out. If you want to know what I do, go to my page and actually watch my videos. Like, I do comedy too. I don't think I'm funny, but you know what I'm saying? Maybe you guys can tell me. All right, let's get back in here. So now I'm gonna raise the car up. So to do that, I'm gonna need to get more rags to see if, you know, any of the liquids will get on the rags mostly instead of the floor. All right. Let's get all this stuff off. All right. So we can get ragged off. Get this right here. I'm thinking I'm gonna jack up this front side right here, the driver's side. Jack that side up and get some more rags. Alright, we get some more rags. Rag. Okay. Now get the jack. Alright. And I do have cardboard underneath the car as well. So alright, here goes the car. Have a look. Nothing's dripping yet. Nothing's dripping yet. everything is dripping. Oh, let me put the car on. Emergency brake on. Alright, there we go. Maybe I need to jack it up from the other side. I think that's what I need to do. But I'm gonna jack it up from here first. I got an idea. The thing that I did the last time, I took the blower and actually put it in here. And for it to come out, you gotta have this open as well. So maybe it's gonna start dripping now or something. I don't know, but there's still water in here. I don't want water in there. Don't. Actually, that as well, I'm going to move that. Luckily that's plastic. Alright, now let me go get my blower. All right, I'm back. I'm gonna, I'm gonna try to test this AI because I think they did some. So they have this new AI to where it takes part of the shorts and makes them in. I mean, takes part of the live and makes them into shorts. So I'm gonna test it, and I'm gonna see if it actually does that. I'm just gonna speak what I want the AI to do. All right, AI. So this part right here where I put the blower into one of the antifreeze places, make this one of the shorts. There's water in it, so there's no antifreeze in it, so that's what's dripping on the floor. I hear it coming from the bottom. I'm not sure if it's coming from back here though. It has to be. It has to be because it's not coming from here. So let's do this one though. Okay, I'm not gonna do that too much because I do see a lot of pink coming from there. So that means the other antifreeze is in there. The one that's coming from the bottom, I saw water coming from there, so I'm guessing that's what's coming from down there. Yep, there's definitely water coming from down there. So I'm gonna go into the one for the engine. The one up here is for the turbos. The one out right there is for the engine. So I'm gonna go back into the one for the engine. All right, so that water is not coming out. Like from the top right there, the water's not coming out. It's just shooting out pink antifreeze. So, I mean, I don't want that. I want, so what am I gonna do? And it isn't even a lot of water coming out from the bottom. So I'm gonna drop the car and raise it up from the other side and see if I can get most of the water out. Maybe more will come out from that side. this here. All right, let's try it from this side. Then I want to try it from the back of the vehicle. Maybe that's another way. So. You can see antifreeze coming out. Okay. I mean, I see water or something. It is. I'm doing marvelous things to it. What's up, Darren, Masonry, and everyone else? All right, watch this. Watch this. right, that water is not getting out of that little compartment. I think it keeps on refilling back up. That's what I think. It's either it just keeps on refilling back up or something. All right, so this live has been going on for 84 minutes. I've passed the time that I normally do lives. I normally do it for like 1 hour. Now it's at 84 minutes. So I'm gonna end this one and I'll come back in a little bit. All right, y'all. It's your boy Rezurêkt. Stay tuned.